Yeah, hello. Everyone able to see?
Yeah, we can see.
Yes, yes.
So, last class we discussed, right? TT life cycle. So, what is the proof of concept? What are the non-functional requirements? And we are seeing from the, like, if it is a client will be no, provide the non-functional requirement. What is the POC? Anyone can answer? Yes, sir.
Yeah, POC we used to have uh, application server capacity. We have to
Okay.
we need to what protocol we need to buy,
Okay.
and what are the recording scenario we have to baseline,
Okay.
minimal number of users. So
Okay.
we cannot do with 1,000. We have to start with 10. Then we can scale up. Then we have to record the scripts and just run with the minimal number of users and come to a conclusion.
Okay. So what are the non-functional requirements?
Non-functional, again, we have to baseline the critical business transaction, CBT, and what is the average response time for each scenario, which the frequently run scenario for the users.
Okay.
Next is we will have the peak hour. We need to know the peak hours, what time maximum users are login and they're doing the operations. Next is the CPU utilization, memory utilization, those kind of things we have to figure out. Production logs, everything we have to, what tools we need to use, either Grafana or site scope, and we have to get the test data from last 3 months to 6 months. We will collect all those data. We can do analytics. So those are the non-functional things we have to keep in place before we start the performance testing.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So who will provide these non-functional requirements?
All will be get provided by client or who
Okay.
is the responsible person
If
on
it is
the
client
client
is
side.
not provided, like what is your approach?
We will come with our previous experience, whatever the project we have delivered and executed. So we will come with one plan, and we will discuss with respective stakeholders, and we can come to a conclusion.
Okay, that's good. Okay. First will be maybe client doesn't anything application production means how you will gather non-functional requirements. It is the application is already in production. Yes, sir?
Application is production. We can collect the logs.
Okay. Production
And
loss. Yeah.
the production logs we can collect how many users actively using, and what is the peak time of use, what is the critical scenario, most frequently scenarios they are using,
Okay.
and where they are lagging the problems. So we can find out from tech team.
Okay. So if it is a application is not in production, then this application is not in production.
Application is not in production. I'm not sure like how to.
Yeah. Okay. No, just commutator. Using for the commutator, we can identify the our non-functional requirements. Commutator
Okay.
nothing but it is a same like it's a banking means banking, insurance means insurance. So same product, same application will be there. We can consider as a that is the our commutator. So using the commutator, you need to identify the what are our critical business transactions, what are our peak hours or peak hours, and which pages are mostly user accessing from the application. So all things we can gather from the using from the commutator. And third point, when does an application and application not in production and no commutator. Any idea, Prasad?
Here we have to, client doesn't know application and application not in production. We can give baseline from our past experience.
Okay. Actually, first will be like we don't have application production and we have there is no commutator also. So at that time, what you can do means you need to directly you can convert from the traditional business to the online business. Okay, so the traditional business, how many users are coming? In that users, how many users are registered users? In that, how many users are okay? We can call. Okay, 1 minute. I'm getting call. Yeah, sorry for that. Okay. So like we can directly tell the customer how many users coming from the directly. In that direct users, how many are registered users from the your application. And for that, how many users are active user, how many is the daily user. So you should ask from the, all the details from the client and you need to gather from the non-functional requirement. So up to this is clear, right, everyone?
Yes.
So yeah, now next point is the test plan and workload map. So test plan nothing but we need to prepare the like before doing from the execution, before going to the scripting all things. So you should be prepared one test plan, like what is the your plan of the action from the performance testing. So in the test plan contain from the what is the your approach, what is the your scope, what kind of testing you are doing, and what is your entry criteria, what is your exit criteria, what is the test deliverable times, and we can mention from the all the things in the document. Like for example, you are doing from the testing means you need to mention from the all the details, like what are the scope of the okay, applications you are testing. What is the like hardware configuration details? What is the CPU memory of each and every server details? And along with the we need to mention from the like when we can starting from the execute scripting, when we can starting from the execution, when we can complete. It means we need to mention from the all the details, and that document we can send to the our project manager. So our project manager will be what he can do means he will be check from the things. Okay, like he will check from the like each and everything in the document. Okay, you mentioned dates and what are the scope and what kind of testing they are doing, what is the their entry criteria, exit criteria. So as a project manager, he will check from this all details, and if is everything is fine, the test plan document, then he told as a okay, you can start from the performance testing. Okay, this is then he will approve from the test plan is fine, you can start. That is the approve from the project manager. Once project manager approve, we can prepare from the test plan. And one more document is the workload model. Workload model nothing but so what scenarios you are testing, what kind of testing we can do. We can do from the multiple different kinds of test, load test, stress test, endurance test, and spike. And so we can do from the this all kind of testing we can do. So each and every test, how many users you are executing, and what is the duration, and how many users you are doing from the baseline test, how many users you are doing from the load test, how many users you are doing from the spike test. You need to mention from the this all details in that document. So that document you need to prepare, and you need to ready from the execution point of view. So after that, we can go to the move to the test data. So test data nothing but for example, username password will be there. For example, you are testing from the 1,000 users means we need from the 1,000 user data. So that 1,000 user data you need to prepare from the like yourself you need to prepare. Otherwise, if is already having from the someone team, then you can get them like it is the DB team. Otherwise, we have the functional team already they are tested. If it is they have from the data, you can ask them already existing scripts. Already someone already worked on our teammates only. Then you can ask from them and you can take from the test data. So test data also very important point of view as a performance testing being pattern, because you are doing from the like real time multiple users means multiple data you need, right? So only single user point of view means no need from the performance testing. So that is why how realistic environment is doing. For example, we are doing from the one transaction. So everyone having from the different UPI IDs, different net banking. So means different accounts we are using. Same way when you are doing from the any performance testing, we need from the data. So that data we need to ask from the ourselves, like we can prepare data means ourselves we can prepare data. Otherwise, we can ask from the teams. Otherwise, we can ask from the DB team. So already existing will be there. You can ask from the existing ones and you can get the test data. That is the test data. So now test plan is ready and workload model is ready and test data is ready. Then after that, what you can do means you need to start from the scripting recording. So script recording means, so in the test plan you are already mentioned, okay, we need to do from the these scenarios. Upload scenario is one, download scenario is one, and you have the like add post is a one separate scenario. And so for example, each and one will be different scenarios. So these all scenarios you need to record from the using our vision, and you can do from the scripting enhancements. So why we are doing from the scripting enhancements means that script, when you are record the script, it is a single user point of view is fine, but we want to do from the multiple user point of view, you should be ready that script. So that is why we can do from the scripting enhancements. For example, you are giving from the username password. When you record script, only you can see the, for example, you can see here in the script only. So when you are record this and you can observe here username password will be there. Only one user will be there. But what we can do, we can do from the multiple users. So multiple usernames and multiple password you need to put in the one sheet. So that is also one of the scripting enhancements. And after script is ready, so for example, you need to do from the 5 scripts. So all scripts will be scripting and enhancements is done. Then those scripts you need to push into the controller. Like you can just upload those scripts into the controller and you can design the scenario. Like how many users we need to test the scenario, duration, how much duration we want to execute, and what kind of testing we need to perform. So all things we can do from the in the execution phase. We can do from the baseline test, peak load test, spike, stress, and endurance test we can do. These are all things we can do in the controller. Once all the executions is completed, you need to analyze the results. Like each and every scenario, as per client expectation, we are meeting SLA or not, we need to check. If we are meeting from the SLA, then that is the good thing. If you're not meeting SLA, then we need to like what is the cause of that issue, why our SLA is not reached, you need to check from the teams. So that is our job. So that things and you can do from the as a reporting and recommendation. So these are the PT life cycle. So anyone have any doubt regarding this PT life cycle entire thing? You can ask me if you have any doubts, Prasad or Gangadhar.
For this test data collection,
Yes.
is there any guideline we have to follow, like best practices?
Yeah, we don't have any guidelines, but things will be, you should be know that. For example, I will open one application. See, for example, this is only one application. Okay. So you can click from the sign in button. You can observe here, register now is there.
Hmm.
If you click register now means you are creating from the new user data, user ID, password, first name, last name, email, all details you are passing and you can create the as a one user. This is the one way. But if you want from the 1,000 users means you can do from the manually, it will be time waste, right? It is a manual effort will be need more. So that is why we are as a performance test engineer, what we can do means in this register scenario also we can record and how much data we want, we can create from the using from the our user. And this data we can use from the real script. This is the one way from the our side. If it is a worst case, anyone is not provided, we can do from the this way. Maybe you don't have any registration option and but you need data. Then what you can do means you need to ask from the database team. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So you can ask for database team and you can get the data.
Okay.
So that is the thing. And anything more about the anything? Any doubt?
No.
No, sir.
No, right? Okay. Thank you. So, like I think you guys skill will be clear in PT life cycle. So very important interview point of view, they should ask from the interview question. So what kind of interview question they will ask from the as of now? Okay, I am explaining from the here. What is the first thing? What is the performance testing? And what are the tools in the market? And in load runner, how many components load runner? What are there? And explain from the each and every one step by step. Like what is the virtual user generator? What is the controller? What is the agent process and the load generator analyzer? And sometimes interview will ask from the what is the load runner architecture? Could you please draw the diagram? So you should ready with the draw the diagram. Okay. And going to the next thing, PT life cycle. So PT life cycle, nothing but performance testing life cycle. So some companies as a different way they will talk. Some companies call there's a PT life cycle means performance testing life cycle. So some companies will ask as a okay, what is the PT process? Like this is the entire 10 points. We can call it as a PT process. And otherwise, what are your roles and responsibilities? So we are doing from our job. This is only right. This is only your roles and responsibilities. So the question will be different, but answer will be same from these three PT life cycle. Otherwise, performance testing process. What is our roles and responsibilities? Anyone can ask from this kind of question. So you need to give from this all. So when you are told as a POC, NFR, test plan, test data, script recording, enhancements, all right. Then again, here only they will ask from the immediately question, what is the POC? Okay, POC you are explained, fine. Then they will ask from the NFR. So what are the NFR they will ask? And immediately they will ask from the, like, who will provide the NFR? Okay, you told as a client. So next they will ask from the, okay, next immediately they will ask from the, okay, client is provided, you will get from the non-functional requirement, fine. Maybe client will be don't know, then what is your approach, they will ask. Then you need to immediately tell from these three options. Client doesn't know application and application production. And you can not in production and not in production and no counter. You can explain these three. Immediately they will ask if it is a production, right? So then how you'll gather, they will ask question. Means for here only it will take from the interview up to 20 minutes and we should know from the each and every step here. So that is why your interview will be like 20% is a positive session because okay, is explaining from the PT process will be good. So that is why these are the very interview point of view, very important from as a performance test engineer. Okay.
Okay.
As same to the if you went from the companies also. So class coaches point of view, what can do means for example, I'm only there. I'm also along with your colleague. So you are a new joiner. Immediately I will ask, what is process you are following your organization? You should give from the minimal things. Okay, that should be like some as a like like it is a company to company. So some guys will be asked from the what is your process. So just you can explain. If it is a new project, we can start with the POC and NFR. If it is a already existing project, So we can start from the test plan onwards, and we can do from the scripting, recording, enhancements, and we are analyze the results. And we are find any issues, we can do from the risk and mitigation. So you should be explain from the this way. Okay.
Okay.
And next question, test plan. What is the test plan? They will ask. So test plan nothing but it's one of the roadmap. Otherwise, you can explain from the your way. Like test plan contains object. What are the things will be there in the test plan? They will ask. Objective, scope, what kind of testing, what is the entry criteria. Entry criteria nothing but all prerequisites are satisfied or not, we need to check. Prerequisites means does tool is fine and protocol is fine or not, environment is okay, it is working or not. So tool point of view and everything is fine or not, we need to check. That is the entry criteria. Exit criteria nothing but, so as per our derived statistics, we are meeting or not. Means as per SLA, each and every transaction you are meet or not, that is the exit criteria. So in the test plan also they will ask what is the entry criteria, what is the exit criteria. And workload model. Workload model nothing but is one of the important document before doing from the execution. Because in the workload model only, what are the scenarios you are testing? Each scenario, how many users you are testing, and each scenario, how many executions you are performing, all things will be there in that workload model. Then what you can do in the workload model also, like what is the peak load test, what is the baseline test, what is the spike and stress test. So they will ask from the this all question in the workload model. Okay. Now, why I am not explain from this all things means this all will be covered in the controller. At that time, we can like live, we can see the how we can do from the baseline test, how we can do from the like load test and spike, stress, endurance, we can see. And next test data. So they will ask different questions in test data point of view also. Okay, you don't have the test data, then what is your approach? How will get from the data? So you should be give from the like we have the ourselves, we have the creating will be there. We can create our script using from the our virtual user generator, and we can create and we can how much data we want, we can create. That is one thing. And if it is we don't have from that facility, we have to the spoke with the database team, and we need from the this data, you need to request them and they will provide. Okay, maybe so anyone is not provided, then what is your approach means we have one more approach is there, stubbing. Stubbing means what will happen means, so as a developer they will like some data is there, it is not going to the DB, they will give him from the some 300 seconds, and it will wait from the until 300 seconds and get the response back. That is the stubbing. And the script to recording enhancements you told, and immediately they will ask from the what are the script enhancements you are doing. So we have some enhancements you need to explain from the all. Design scenario execution. How do you can design the scenario? What kind of execution you are performing? And result analysis and reporting. Okay, results. What are the things you can observe in the results? How do you can analyze the results? How do you can prepare the report? So, like as the performance testing, end-to-end interview questions only this only. You can observe it will be almost is a 20 to 30 minutes will be here only we can cover. Because
So
in
real time
between,
also,
yeah, sorry.
in real time interview, we want that kind of training.
Yes,
So
yes. Interview also. So when you are explaining from the like you can when you are giving from the interview, right? First itself you told as a okay, this is my experience. I'm working from this company. I worked on this tool, and after that we are following the process like POC, non-functional requirements, and test plan and test data preparation, script recording announcements, design and execution, result analysis and reporting and execution. Then immediately they will ask from the here only what is the POC, what is the NFR. So ourselves we are preparing from the our interview questions and we are asking as the interview will ask from the our questions only. That is the strategy.
Okay. Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
So up to this, we have the like everything is completed, like PT life cycle is completed, and tomorrow onwards, mostly maybe I think tomorrow I have the executions. Maybe I will be in office only. I'm not sure. I will update in group. Okay, no worry. If it is their class, I will update. If not, also I will update. No worry. And meanwhile, you guys will be prepared well from the this up to this. What is performance testing to up to risk and mitigations. I will share from the material also in group, and you can go through that. And each and every point also will explain from the very clearly in that document also. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
tomorrow onwards will be like we can start from the script recording and script announcements, and we can start from the our actual real-time work. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.